Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Nona, the Story Lady, and this week we're going to talk about home and holidays. It always makes me feel all nice and warm, doesn't it you? We're going to read a book called A House Full of Christmas by Barbara Juice. What happens to this family at Christmas time, I wonder? Every year the whole family came to Granny's for Christmas. For weeks, Granny baked and decorated and wrapped packages. Edgar loved the Christmas fuss. That must be Edgar the dog. Fat Cat did not. It was too noisy. Cats are like that. On Christmas morning, Granny prepared her candied yam casserole and set an extra leaf in the table. Then she wound the grandfather clock, sat down, and waited for her guests to arrive. Edgar perched eagerly at the window, while Fat Cat scowled under his favorite chair. Edgar's ready for guests. Fat Cat doesn't look like it so much. Tick, tick, tick went the grandfather clock. Flick, flick, flick went the snowflakes hitting the window. At last they came, chatty Aunt Fanny and her skinny sister Clarice, Uncle Bert the fireman and his brave fire dog Walter, Great Aunt Ruby who smelled like wild cherry cough drops, Annie, Michael, and little Otto, Aunt Ivy and her noisy boys, Freddie, Denny, and Kenny, and Lambert who had a soft, warm lap. Everyone squeezed into the kitchen for Christmas dinner. Uncle Bert carved his famous smoked turkey. Clarice tossed the salad greens, and Granny passed her candied yam casserole. That looks really good. Makes me kind of hungry. Ooh, went the wind. Shh, went the snow. Sounds like winter. After dinner, everyone opened presents. There were lots of bows. Fat Cat likes that. Granny played Christmas carols on the accordion. Everyone sang along, except for Fat Cat, who sulked. He just doesn't like people. When it was time to leave, Aunt Fanny opened the door. The snow was mounded in front. "There's too much snow to drive home," she said. Granny looked at her big family and smiled. "You can all sleep here," she said. "There's plenty of room on the floor." Granny got out blankets and pillows, and everyone settled down. First came chatty Aunt Fanny, who babbled all the family's secrets to Great Aunt Ruby. But Great Aunt Ruby had taken out her hearing aid and couldn't hear a word. Tick, tick, tick went the grandfather clock. Whoo went the wind. Shh went the snow. They're having a sleepover. Little Otto was afraid of monsters, and he was afraid they were crawling on Granny's floor. He trembled under the covers. Annie picked up Otto and held him close. Michael rubbed his back. No monsters could get Otto now. Walter dreamed of his fire dog days, riding the truck, rescuing kittens. As he dreamed, he jerked his legs and thrashed around, exactly like Uncle Bert. Bert was dreaming of the glory days too, with Walter at his side. They had an exciting life, I bet. Tick, tick, tick went the grandfather clock. Aunt Ivy couldn't sleep with Freddie, Denny, and Kenny squirming beside her, until Edgar scurried up to the boys, gave them each a lick, and lay down. He was long enough for everyone to reach. The brothers patted Edgar as they drifted off to sleep. Tick, tick, tick went the grandfather clock. Whoo went the wind. Shh went the snow. Clarice was thin as an icicle and cold as one, too. She shivered under her blanket. Lambert didn't need a blanket, so he gave his to Clarice. Fat Cat spied Lambert's chest. It was soft and warm. He leaped up, sprawled out, and purred. Fat Cat finally found somebody he liked. Tick, tick, tick went the grandfather clock. Shh went the snow. Granny listened to the clock and the wind and the snow. She listened to her family sleeping all around her. She pulled the blanket up to her chin, turned over and over again. "Edgar," Granny called softly. Edgar licked the sleeping boys one more time, then scuttled up to Granny and nestled in the crook of her arm. That must be where he sleeps all the time, huh? Whoo went the wind, but everyone was snug. Shh went the snow, but everyone was together. Tick, tick, tick went the grandfather clock, but everyone was fast asleep. Look at how much snow they're getting. It's going to be a nice Christmas for them, all together. The end.